Hi, welcome back. We're going to do the last two questions here on the homework that's due Friday. Okay. It says Zachary purchased a computer for $1,800 in a payment plan. 3 months after he purchased the computer, his balance was $1,350. 5 months after he purchased the computer, his balance was $1,050. What is an equation that models the balance after m months? Okay. So probably the best way to chart the progress of his payment plan would be to think about in the beginning when the month was 0, the balance was $1,800, or when you think about when it started. So this already tells us something that we need for our equation. We know that when we start, that would be $1,800. So that's a big number. We don't think about this intercept being a big number because none of our examples were big. But that's exactly what's happening here. So maybe I'll write a little sketch. 1,800 is where the graph's going to start. Okay. So we already know, I'll put it off to the side, we already know our equation. We don't know the slope, but we know the intercept is 1,800. Now let's take a look at what happens. After 1 month, we don't know. 2 months, still don't know. But they told us at 3 months, it was $1,350. So this is exactly what they're saying here. They're telling us when x is 3, y is $1,350. So we think about over the course of 3 months, this is how much it changed. So just using a calculator, 1,800 minus 1,350. So it changed by 450. So in 3 months, it changed by 450. So the change in y over the change in x, which is the same as rise over run, it changed by 450, and it changed by 3 months. It also went down. So we should think about the slope as going down. The payment, or what he owed, was $1,800, and as he makes payments, the balance on his account should go down. We're trying to figure out by how much. So when we type this into a calculator, we get that it goes down by $150 per month. Okay, now we can try this out. We can think about it from a graph perspective or a table. But I think I have a guess. I think that this would be negative 150. So in the beginning, when x is 0, so if we plugged in a 0, it would just look like that. The balance y is equal to 1,800. And then if we plugged in the number 3, right, negative 150 times 3, if the months are 3, plus 1,800, we get negative 150 times 3 plus 1,800, and we get 1,350. And that's exactly what we were thinking we were going to get. 5 months after the purchase. Well, that's kind of cool. We could check out if our equation's right by checking what would happen if we put a 5 there. Okay, so plugging in a 5, negative 150 times 5 plus the 1,800. Ooh, that's exactly what we were expecting. Beautiful. So we have confirmed that every month of the payment plan, it's going down by 150. So we can go back to the table and piece this together. If I subtract 150 each month, I get 1,650 minus another 150, I get 1,500 minus another 150, I get 1,350. So the pattern is going, as each month goes up by 1, it goes down by 150, down by another 150, down by another 150. So it's saying, what does the slope signify in Zachary's equation? The slope is the amount his balance is reduced after each monthly payment. Okay. And the reason why is because that's how much it's going down. It's reduced, and it's reduced by $150. One more little thing before I go. We notice in here they say call the balance B and call the months M. So instead of calling this X and Y like we normally do to give it more meaning in the word problem, we can rewrite this equation. Instead of the letter X, we can write M. So we can say B, big B, is equal to negative 150 M plus 1800. Awesome. Thanks for joining us.